Okay, so hi everybody. My name is Sagar and I'm a 2024 graduate, and I'm starting this series with the purpose of maintaining my consistency for doing DSA until I get a job or until I switch my current job. Like currently I'm not like in a big company, so I want to switch to a really better place for which I need to be good in DSA, I need to be good in development, and I need to have good projects and all. So this is my first step. I have done DSA prior to this also, but that was a long time ago, and currently it's like faded in my mind. I do not remember the things clearly. So for that purpose, I'm starting it right from the start, and I'm starting the series only to improve on some things like my speaking skills. Whenever I'll be communicating and explaining the questions, it will like with time it will improve. I will improve on it so that interviews I won't fumble like this right now I'm doing, and I will not be hesitating, and I'll be good on confidence, high on confidence while speaking. And the second thing will be obviously I'll be back on track with the DSA, because that's one of the important things for fresher like me to get a good job in a good company. So okay, we can start. So what I will do is I will do daily. If questions are medium, I will do three medium questions. If they are hard, I will do one or two hard, or if they are easy, I will do five easy. That will be my daily schedule, and I will try to do this within half an hour, in 30 minutes, under 30 minutes. So I guess I can start now. So currently I have picked up this list. If I show you the whole list, this is the list. Why my internet is slow? Okay, well, I will show this once this is loaded. So yeah, yeah, it is loaded. So I have picked up this list, popularly known as neat code. A lot of you might have heard about this. So I have picked up this list. Once we complete this, we will pick up another list and go with on that. So yeah, we are starting with array and hashing today. And in array and hashing, we will picking up these three questions, which are basically medium questions. So we'll do these three and we'll try to complete them within half an hour. Okay, so yeah, let's start with this one only. Group anagrams. So here we are given an array of strings strs, group by anagrams together. You can return the answer in any order. Anagrams are what? Basically anagrams is a word or phrase, basically a group of word or phrase, and which are formed by same letters, but the letters are rearranged and they form a different word. So they are anagrams like EAT, TEA, ATE. The letters are same but the words are different, so they are anagrams altogether. So yeah, we are given this array of strings and we need to return the array of strings with the anagrams grouped together into one array. So what we can do is, let's start with this. Okay, is this angle okay? Fine. So we can firstly form the vector of string, let's say answer, and it's a easy question. Basically what we can do is we can take a map. I will explain the thing why we are taking this map. So what I'm trying to do is that I will uh, I will pick this string up and I will sort it. Like if I pick any of these three words and I sort it, it will result in the same word, right? AET will be the word. If I sort this, if I sort this, so if I sort any of the anagram out of these anagrams, the word will be same. So I will take that word as the key and value will be this array, and then we can merge together all the arrays. So you'll be clear after I'm done with the solution, I guess. That's pretty easy. So firstly we need to do what is that we will iterate through this array. and what we will do is string key, because I am taking as key because key to value, this is what a map is all about. This will be the key and this will be the value. So what is the key here? Key here is this. Now what we will do is we will sort this key, and after sorting this key we will do one thing, and mp dot, the second thing is a vector, so we'll push back what, the string in this. That's what we need to do. What will happen is this one, map will be formed. In that map, aet corresponding to an array, and this will be the element pushed in that array. Then the second word of this loop comes in, second element. Again we sort it, aet is the same letter, and is this already existing in this map? Yes, it is. Then mp of this aet, second element will be pushed, and that is tea. It is here. So this is how it will work. Once we have this map ready, we can merge down the second element of every map element. Means we can merge those vectors of this map. So what we will do is we will iterate through this map now, and simply we just will push back vectors into this. We have to push back vectors into this answer. Okay, and what will be pushed back? I dot second of this map element. Okay, and we will just return answer. I guess this is all. It should return us the correct solution. Yes, it's running fine. Let's try and submit it. Okay, well, that's nice. So it's done. Let's go to the second questions now. Here's the top k frequent elements. So the simple way of doing this is through a map, that we will take a ordered map. Okay, one way is doing with the ordered map. We'll have to return the top k frequent element, like 1 is coming 3 times, 2 is coming 2 times, 3 is coming 1 time. So what is the most frequent element? 1. What is the second most frequent? 2. So we have to return 2 of these, so 1 and 2 are there. Okay, so one way is obviously ordered map, but we know that while extracting the maximum out of anything, like we have to extract the element with the maximum frequency, right? So while extracting the maximum, the most optimized data structure we can use is heap, and that will be the max heap. Okay, because the most optimized way of extracting the maximum element out of and anything is max heap, forming a max heap, and is the most optimized way, and also better than log. I guess the max heap will work in this case. What are the topics in it? Let's see. Hash table obviously, and max heap. Yeah, max heap will work. So firstly we need to store the frequencies of these elements. So we'll form a vector. So sorry, map, sorry, unordered map int and int and int. Okay, and we will store the frequencies of it. So yeah, this is done. Now we will form a max heap. The max heap in C++ is formed in this way: priority queue. Like for max heap, this is the syntax, but we will how will we do this? What will we insert in this? See, here if the elements are 1 1 1 2 and 3, 2 2 and 3, so we need to sort them on the basis of their frequencies. Okay, and then we have to return the element itself, not the frequency. So we need to maintain both the things, element itself and its frequency. So how can we do this is that we have the map here, In the map we have both element and its frequency, but that's not in sorted order. For the sorting thing we are taking the max heap, but in the max heap we need to push both of these things, the frequency and the element, because we will sort that on the basis of frequency and we will take out the element. So how do we push two elements, two things like two entities into a max heap in a single element? Um, Two element at once. There was a thing we need to do. There was a thing which we do for in this cases like this. There's a pair. So yeah, pair, pair. We can use it. I don't exactly remember how do we do this pair thing. Um, Pair. Is this the keyword pair? It's not highlighting. I'm doubtful about it. Let me see if there's something like this. Yeah, there is pair in C++. Okay, this is here pair first type, second type, pair name. Okay, so we'll have a pair of integers. Okay. Now what we can do is we can iterate through this map and we can push the elements into the priority queue, right? Okay, so for auto I of this MP, what we can do is pq dot push a pair, and in the pair, see the sorting will happen on the basis of this element, the first element. So we need to have the frequency here. So I dot second must be here and I dot first must be here. And while picking it out, we can take the I dot second, which is the element itself, which is I dot first here. Okay, so this is how we can do this. Now at this instance, what happened is we have the priority queue. In the priority queue, everything is sorted according to frequency. Now we'll take the first element because it's a queue, so first in first out. So the first, when we will pop the first element of the queue, means the maximum element with the maximum frequency will be taken out. So yeah, we can have a vector which will be returning, and while this q dot empty, what we can do is auto e is equal to what, pq dot top element and then pq dot pop, and what we can do is answer dot push back this is second element. Why second? Because the element is stored at the second place inside this priority queue. Okay, but there's a problem here that we have to find the only k frequency, not all the not all the elements of it. So like we can decrement k every time this thing is happening, and when it's less than 0, and every time we can decrement the k. So I think this should do the work. K is decrementing. Okay, okay, let's try submit it, and yeah, it's working fine. Time complexity is too less. If I submit it again, like I have this habit of submitting again if the time complexity goes up. As you can see, 100% it is so. Anyways, let's go to the next question. This is the product of array except self. Given an array of nums, given an array such that answer I is equal to the product of all the elements of nums except nums I. So here it's simple that 1, 2, 3, 4 are the elements. On this position, the product of 2, 3, 4 will be there. On the second position, the product of 1, 3, 4 will be there. On third, 1, 2, 4 and 4, 1, 2, 3. So one simple way of doing this is through the prefix and suffix arrays. We will iterate those arrays once from the forward, second time backwards, and we will form two arrays, prefix and suffix for each element, and then we will multiply the corresponding elements of those two arrays and we will have the result. That's the simple method. But product of this, okay, for example, okay, for the, yeah, this is the problem here, that we have to solve this problem in O1 space complexity, means without any prefix and suffix arrays, with a single array that will be outputting. We have to do it. Okay, with a single array and the time complexity to be O(n) without using the division operation, obviously. So what we can do is this is the array 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so in this array is O(n), so we will just iterate the array. Let's start iterating the array from this side to this side, and this is the answer array. Let's take it as E. Okay, and let's its size be 4 only, like n, and first element should be multiplication of these three. But while going from this side to this side, we can't have the answer of this. We can have answer of this, because when we reach here at 4, we can have multiplication of all these three. So while going from this side to this side, let's say let's put while going from this side to this side, there should be one only, no? Because while forward, because let's say if we iterate one from this side and another, again we are iterating from this side to this side, and while coming from this side to this side, we can have product of these three, right, and multiply it with this, not this, whatever the element is there in the answer array, and if it is 1, then it will work just fine. So what we can do is that if now I will start the loop from here, then AI will be this element. For this position, we need to have the product of this element, right? The first element. For this position, we need to have the product with this element. So nums I minus 1, and we will multiply this with, while going from this side to this side, we can only have the product of this, not this, for this position. So it will be, I guess, ai minus 1. So what will happen now is that ai, so let's form the answer array when this iteration is finished from left to right. So first element is 1, second element will be 1 into 1, 1 itself. On for this position, a1 will be 1 itself, and nums I minus 1 is 2, so this will be 2. And for the fourth position, nums I minus 1 is 3 into 2, 6 will be there. And if we check the answer of this use case, test case, it is 6 at the end. So for this end position, the answer is already there. Yeah, I was right that while coming from this side to this side, we can have the multiplication of these three, and we have that. So now for these positions, we will traverse backwards, and while going backward, for this element, the product of this side is already there. We need to have the product of this side. For this element, we have the product of this side. We need to have the product of this side. And for the 1, we need to have the product of 4, 3, and 2, which we can have while going backwards. So for this element, we need to multiply it with 1 only, because we have the answer only already. Okay. So let's just take a variable r and initialize it with 1, and while going backwards, we can have like ai, this is the forward, and for the backward, we can have the like equation as AI into is equal to R. It will work fine for this, like A3 is equal to 6 into 1. So A3 will be 6. That's what we want. Now R will be changed to what? R into equal to num-si, right? So for 3 we need a 4. For this position 3 we need to have the A this multiplied by 4, right? 2 into 4, 8 will be the answer, and this is what we have at this position. So we can do is that R will be 1 into 4, 4. Next time at this position 2 into 4, 8. Then it will be 4 into 3, 12. 12 into 2. So 12 into 1. So while going backward, let's say what, let's see what the resulting will be. The last element will be 6, obviously. Then the R will become 4. And the R is 4. 4 into 2, 8 will be here. And then the R will be 4 into 3, 12. So 12 into this 1, 12. And then the 12 will be 12 into 2, 24, and 24 into 1, 24 will be there. This will be the answer, and I guess that's the same, right? Yeah, it's the same. So we have, so I guess it's simple what we need to do, right? So let's have the answer and its size to be same as nums, and answer 0 as 1. 4 and we have to start from the first element, size I plus plus, and we can do this. Yeah, the equation was that AI answer I is answer I minus 1 into nums I minus 1. That will be going forward, and then we will have a variable and we will move backward. I is equal to nums dot size minus 1 I greater equal to 0 I minus minus, and here it will be, while moving backwards, the equation was that AI into equals to nums, no sorry, R, right? And R into equals to nums I guess this should do the thing. Let's try running it. If this is correct, then we'll be too, like, I'll be so happy. Yeah, tasks are good. Let's submit it. Okay, man, we did it with 100%. Well, that was nice. It was like an intuitive approach. I mean, I don't know, maybe mostly people can come up with it, but I'm feeling good that I came up with it. So yeah, these were the 3 questions for today, and my target was half an hour, so I think we have done it beforehand. I don't know how much time. Oh, it's 24 minutes already, so I guess we did good. And yeah, before half an hour, like 4 minutes are just talking time, and in 20 minutes we have done these 3 medium questions. Maybe not, they were not that like typical questions, they were easy questions, but yeah, I feel good after doing these 3 questions within 20 minutes after a long period of time I have started DSA. So yeah, that's pretty confidence boosting for me. So that's it for today. We'll come up again tomorrow with a set of questions to do, and again, if they are hard, we will try to do 1 or 2. If they are medium, we will do 3. If they are easy, we will do 5. That's all. Thank you guys.